is packed already!
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who...
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kenichi!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend...
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew along, those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Jawa I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on?
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory.
Maybe the YUB interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened, so don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely... I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friends sooner, you should join the... So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs in. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions...
Did she just...
I believe she did. Let's go.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what... Until we find...
And that means...
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is...
How long will that take?
It's hard.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the... She wasn't afraid of death whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training. She would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every... Sit peacefully and...
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. But please, hear what I have to say, Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe...
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale...
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know the raw truth can be...
But what would you say?
No.
You're saying it doesn't...
Yes. What happened?
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be... Once doubt has crept in, their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work, to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. Then, we have to find another way. I understand your anger.
Wow. Hyman thought things were gonna get...
I owe you an apology, Archon.
We could always hold the pilgrim.
I've considered that, but without the chance to fight the Abyss, with fewer participants...
So, essentially, the Abyss...
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is... Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with your sense of self will be devoured. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rush... I won't sugarcoat it.
Just like you said, Archon. You can focus all your efforts on...
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her.
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our camp.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you and... The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique. If we can find Kachina's... Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way. However, know that
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the...
So,
Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind. It was originally used as a ceremonial...
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. Besides, your... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality. Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, in the middle. But our reputation's solid now.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who... Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other... Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some music.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She won. It embodies fond memories and my strength.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. If things were different, the two of us... But don't worry.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire.
You're right. Even now, the production of the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in, as things stand. The Abyss has brought catastrophe.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that, but if I said nothing at all, they would have.
Another simple choice.
I have never subscribed. Let's go. There's.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name-bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon! It's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended. He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about now?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only but I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not
No. We're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back, and besides, I'm sure—
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. When we exchanged final blows— Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and—
Of course, I'll head out right now.
Yes. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in— Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Paimon really hopes nothing goes wrong. What can you tell us about the Scions of the Canopy?
The tribe's people are very adventurous.
Oh, kinda like us then!
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The Scions of the Canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Okay, that does sound different from our usual adventures. Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from...
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wyna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wyna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not...
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman, experienced enough to steer it.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe. He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Vichama?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring, but where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! That was... Hello there! Are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night King? No. If you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone...
Your friend?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like once the connection is established, the Abyss will...
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you need?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price?
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes... All right.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Vichama mentioned.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here, and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Relax. Everything's going
I know, it's just... Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you.
If you hadn't shown up, here you go. How's he doing? Melko's been gone for 5 years now.
Do you know what happened?
I heard about it in Pass. Melko was an mate 5 years ago, but on the eve of battle.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that Vichama didn't argue. It's just, Vichama went into a deep Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because... I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Melko's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But... anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Whoosh!
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't best. If I had been there, I've always...
But that happened. The Pyro Arc...
There might... Alright, let's get to it. I'll start... Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer!
Only innocent children and timid adults are scared of thunder. But you're not either of those, are you?
Whoa! Monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
How brilliant!
Propagate! Shine down! Ha! Ha!
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Germinate! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! Shine down!
The show begins! Let the world collide!
Propagate! There is no escape!
Things are about to get dicey.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Take it easy.
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting strong.
The Abyss is corroding his body! Vichama, you can't keep going, you'll die!
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong!
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from...
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold.
In that case,
We have— Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the Spirit Speaker's stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to do—
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Vichama!
Vichama?
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, and now... It's too late to save him.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences.
Huh? What's that in your hands,
Huh? This is...
Hey, Malco.
Not enough to swing a sword, but...
I never thought I'd actually...
Guess I have something... Pisak! Maybe you're right. Vichama. Don't be sad. Just... keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an evil...
A deeper pain?
Malko was for all these years.
Vichama!
I'm fine. Actually, when you asked for my help, I hesitated, but I also understood why you had to. Once allowed to fester, guilt. If I could do it all that way, even there are critical junctures in life, and if you don't see, that's something.
Thank you, Vichama. I promised I would find her.
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in... Just speaking from experience.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so... and... apologize.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can...
Honestly, it's just one thing after another. They're back.
Koichi? What are you...
Don't play dumb with your own sister. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Tosca for a few minutes. You...
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child. That strength of will pushed her to survive.
For some reason, Paimon can
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was... Eventually, she found a... It sounds like she's still...
That's...
Oh, I get it.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to... Still, I can...
All right, it's just the two.
I don't have anything.
That attitude is exactly the problem.
Well...
Again with the... We agreed, but a trip...
What do you mean, sneak into...
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you?
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up?
Oh, I knew it!
This is important.
You don't know that?
All right, whatever.
You... What are you...
Time out. Is this...
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... You need to know something.
But the person you become when...
That's a different issue. You said...
I've also told you that managing your...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really...
Then support me.
So, that's it.
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you...
Really?
You know, I said that very thing. It's not my place to get involved.
Thank you.
Anytime. According to Kinich.
If only Tone Deaf Bard...
It might be in a few more pieces than...
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay?
Take it easy.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed.
The Fatui again? We can't go anywhere without them causing—
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matter.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san.
Archon, I'm sorry about before. You have so much—
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye.
Whoa. I've never seen that.
It looks like there are items from every—
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby, and physical items do a far better— Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, if you're curious about an item.
Alright, we'll have a look. There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those belong to the Masters of the Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amp— Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense. The tools you see here are the contents of the jars aren't all that special.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably— The powder still needs some time to settle. Well, what do you think of my collection?
Yeah! If each item represents a different story, see, does every item hold a special—
That's right. The item, they demonstrate the true—
The shape of—
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. But there's also a different theory.
At once?
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back exactly, even at the end, take out a portion of that— the future. Of course, there— Humanity excels at living in the present. But while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden, only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless— to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only— That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power from the heaven, namely a framework. By holding the pilgrimage, in addition, the sacred flame will—
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous—
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you. I'm always having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, It kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry! Paimon's so sorry! Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes!
It's alright. No matter what others may say, becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of... My father made the most One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the Saurians you were raising... My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all...
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Iansan, Mulani, Chaska. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina! Are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things, am I? Is the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me. The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So the Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be...
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about... I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care, I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to...
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to...
I'm really still... I don't want you to...
All you need to do is place your trust in us. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom, and this entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside...
I know. I'm prepared.
All right. Then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very... That face you just made.
No, I just...
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the strong...
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. Ian-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the...
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no, these ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in Abyss activity...
So what you're saying is... we're not in for an easy trip to the night.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here.
Why are you all laughing like that?
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in!
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye. Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Gotcha. Take it easy.
Spring forth! Shine down!
May I present?
Scatter! Inazuma shines eternal! Propagate! There is no escape!
Strike a pose!
Scatter!
How brilliant! Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Illusion shattered! Propagate! There is no escape!
Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now.
The show begins!
Burn to oblivion! Shine down! Scatter! Illusion shattered! Busted!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Shine down! Terminate! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Scatter!
Oh, brilliant!
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance to Pyro Archon.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place.
We actually have... Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't... Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what...
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the...
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it? Right. We still got...
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina.
Exactly. This light is stream...
Yeah. These floating black...
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down. I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malko. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but you're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Quick, get back here! You can't go wandering off. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
The show begins!
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Gotcha. Illusion. Oh. Inazuma shines eternal.
Strike a pose!
Quietly now. Shine down.
Propagate!
easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just...
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from...
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intent.
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
We're here, Kachina!
Oh, honey?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's...
Strike a pose!
There is no escape! Gotcha!
Scatter!
You're here! You're finally here! Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere! It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyap's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyap with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but... That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyap of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyap. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which there are countless proxies. But if a proxy were to become severe...
Judging by the current situation... Still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to drop... Getting rid of the monster might slow down...
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just...
Maybe we really should...
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the Wyap, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous!
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal, and return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. Alright, get ready, everyone! Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place!
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malco?
He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will... No. The power of the Abyss is intoxicating. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out that is the tragedy of your short lives. You ancient names, pride, the Pyro. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so...
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. Because I'm...
You're right. But you also couldn't be more...
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back... The power lies not but in our commitment to
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many in Natlan who can...
From the ashes to this world anew. Let the
Need a surfboard?
Get back!
Let the flames of redemption rage!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina! Absolutely fantastic! This makes me so unbelievably happy. I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable! Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me!
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with... Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved...
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient... Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone, its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Mualani? So many memories. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very...
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Okay, that should be enough. What?
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were... I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer.
You are already an outstanding...
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been... Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina. Focus on who you... The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your... It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf...
I know we've never met before, Wayab, but I just wanted to say... Thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to...
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us! opening at the sky! It's closing!
We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here! Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
The Pyro Archon's...
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say
She's still in the speaker's chamber.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro...
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archons.
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide now.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to—
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine— All right, that should do it for now. But I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it—
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patience to—
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation—
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but—
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was even then, and still,
I'd never have guessed.
the problems plaguing the— Immediately after the war. But at that time, our civilization was— If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse. But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined only by dying.
So, in other words, this is your—
Yes. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting the goal was to once a tribe with the chosen would then stand by my—
So that means I'm—
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held after your adventure in the Night Kingdom.
So in other words, you always—
Yes. The 6 heroes successfully inherited. Once again, it comes down to the—
Just like how the Oda—
Exactly. It's just another tactic. If we want to unblock that So, I've tried. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of this.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that—
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment—
So I suppose you're not—
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their I can only trust in the judgment of— I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and— Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any— You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get a—
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here—
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the night. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. And Mualani has an important role. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I—
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly over time, they became imbued with a certain amount on their own. By burning those items, I was able to activate the— It was a rather crude approach, so—
But weren't they all precious treasures?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter—
You have nothing to be sorry for. And then, it would only be a matter— Besides, if they knew those items helped save the present—
Even when you put it that way—
The people and the events of the past, if you still have regrets, let them— Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of—
Well, we'd still like to—
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink. Now that Kachina has returned, we could all use the rest, that's for— Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember, otherwise rest assured, I'll find a way to... For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years, but what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we...
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about...
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy.
War forged the 6 tribes.
Who will be the one?
We are the inheritors of those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our... That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Astra Abyssosk. Welcome. Thank you for completing.
You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. No, it's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well... She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed.
Is there a reason you asked?
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid. Anyway, I'm just...
But do you really have...
No way. Chaska, I appreciate the Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their... In the end, it's all the Abyss...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina!
I always knew you could do it. You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with...
I had no choice!
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear! When he insisted on repaying the...
But the fact of the matter, I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing that you
what?
Our team captain drank
Alright. There's no need...
Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and his companion Paimon. They've agreed to and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the traveler. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. To be honest...
Well, you better get used to it!
Hey, please don't...
Ah, you're here. Have some...
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Because... The thought of telling them... You could just as easily point... Imagine if I said... I couldn't make them shoulder... Besides... Every generation will have its heroes. This one included. Or... Of course...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait...
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude... She played an instrument... Still... It was an impressive achievement, and You feel lost, Keith. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon.
Yeah, doesn't that mean...
I suppose, but so what? Even if the future ends in destruction, and this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one, your resistance to... If you agree to...
Ancient names?
They can. Possessing an ancient, the Ode of Resurrection, just like in the Night Kingdom, I will...
Yeah, we can't...
Wonderful. We've never forged...